Good morning, investors and traders. This is Naeem. I'm live from London. So let's talk about stock market and then let's see what exactly is happening with respect to the stocks. Now, when we look at the rally for the Nasdaq index as of yesterday, the Nasdaq had one of the biggest one-day rally going back all the way since, well, let's just say since April. That one-day percentage gain was the biggest gain that we have not seen since April. So why have we seen that gain and what does it really mean from here? That gains that we have seen for the Nasdaq index is primarily or predominantly driven by the tech sector. And I'm speaking of the FANG stocks, your Facebook, your Amazon, your Twitter, and Apple. Now, remember, today it is also your day when Apple will announce its new iPhone. Now, usually investors will take that as a positive sign. They will say that, okay, today is the day when Apple will announce its new iPhone, the stock is likely to move higher. But that doesn't really happen because I was looking at the price action and all the launch days for the Apple when it announces new iPhone. And intriguingly, what I found is that every time that pretty much every time Apple announced or launched especially the launch its new iPhone, the stock actually fell. So the day prior to this, we always see a rally, but on the day of the launch, the stock actually starts to fall. So today, we could see easily some retracement for Apple stock, given the fact that we have seen 6% gain, 2% retracement today isn't really going to break the bank. But the upward momentum, the upward move for Apple is still very much in place and it is still likely to continue. So a retracement, which we may see today, could be a huge opportunity. The same goes for Amazon as well, because for Amazon, it is Amazon Prime Day. Special discounts are introduced for 2 days. So all that is going to help Amazon to drive its revenue higher. So once again, the stock remains in a very, very attractive place. But today is also when we will start hearing from the US banks about their earnings season. So it is about JP Morgan and Citibank. Both of them are going to announce their earnings today. So the focus among investors and traders is going to be on one particular factor: how these two banks are positioned with respect to their loan provisions. Are we going to see more defaults? Are we going to see these banks positioned for more defaults? And what is the outlook for these banks for the rest of the year? These are the important factors where investors and traders would be very much focused on. But given the fact the coronavirus situation is a lot more better today as compared to the beginning of the year when we didn't know anything about this virus, when we didn't have any potential for a vaccine. Now, of course, we have large number of potential vaccines in the pipeline. So the situation does look a lot more optimistic with respect to coronavirus and how the companies can really tackle that. So keep an eye on these particular factors. The Nasdaq, which of course, as I mentioned earlier, staged one of the biggest rally. I think it is still very much likely for the Nasdaq to continue its journey to the upside. As for the S&P and the Dow, both of them are trading well above their 50 and 100-day moving averages. Again, very, very positive in terms of a bullish trend, and they're likely to continue their journey to the upside again as well. That's all for today, and I'll see you guys next time.
Nice.